We're here with Esmerelda Ponce. It's Thursday, October 18, 2018. Esmerelda is an investigator for the Chilean equivalent of the FBI. It's called the Policía de Investigación. PDI.
From beyond the atmosphere.
And we've asked her whether or not she's had any experience with any unusual aerial phenomena, or whether the PDI investigates aerial phenomena. And the answer to whether the PDI investigates aerial phenomena is no. But there is another department of investigation in Chile that looks into UFOs, correct? Esmerelda, then, since you have not had to do any X-Files, you're not Fox Mulder or Scully. Who would you like to be, Mulder or Scully? Have you ever watched X-Files? Okay. If you were, since you don't have to play Scully, but you have your own personal experiences of unusual phenomena in the sky, would you like to take just a minute and describe what you saw, and as much as you can, when and where it was?
Yeah, actually, I was traveling because I live in the north, in Arica, which is the first city of Chile. So I was living there with my family, and back then there was not a lot of money, so we could travel by plane. So we had to take the bus to travel to Santiago to see our relatives. So
And that's a long way in Chile.
That's a really long way. It's like 36 hours by bus.
Ooh. Chile is a very long version of California.
Yeah.
And what year are we talking about?
In 1991.
Okay,
So you were how old?
I was 9.
Oh, you were 9.
9.
Were you the only person to see this phenomena?
No.
At the age of 9? Okay.
I remember that I was 9, and I was traveling with my family, my 2 siblings and my parents. So during the day, we were like so boring because we were kids. But in the night, when everybody was sleeping, I remember that my mom woke me up, and she was like, "Shh, you want to see something really cool?" And I was like, "Okay." So she said, "Don't make any noise, just come." So they opened like the I don't know how you call it, like
Sunroof?
The sunroof of the bus. And my dad took me and he put me on his shoulders so I could have like my body outside the bus. And we were crossing the Atacama desert. And it was so cold, but it was so cool because I could see the stars, just like it was to be in outer space. It was great.
That dark. The stars
really dark,
were that
but it was really, you could see the stars like infinite rice grains in the sky, and they were like so bright, and I was like, oh my God, I never saw the sky like that. And all of a sudden she was like, look at that light, and I saw a really bright light, like blue and yellow and red.
Did it flash different
colors? It was like flashing.
Okay.
And it was like I thought it was a star, but my mom said, look really careful to that star. And it was like moving, and all of a sudden it was like boom, like flashing, like flying to a really far, place in the sky.
So it was
and then
moving.
It moved again, and boom, boom, and I started to see like 5 and 10 stars like moving all over the sky.
So this was a group of aerial phenomena
Exactly.
that display characteristics of flight that no airplane or anything else, or satellite. Have you ever seen like a satellite in the sky?
Yeah. No, but that was impossible because they were really, really fast.
Were you afraid at all?
No, I thought it was really cool, and my dad said, "Did you see that?" Yeah. What is that? And he told me they're UFOs.
Did your dad have a theory of UFOs? Did he think they were from outer space?
My parents believe in that, and in Chile we have we have a lot of stories about that because this is a hot spot. Our country is a hot spot where you can see a lot of UFOs, and there are trail marks. There are places where you can see that it's all dry around, and there are marks in the ground, and then you can see flowers and grass just in that place.
So you can see physical evidence that something
Exactly.
real
There
actually
are-
landed.
There are.
That we didn't know.
Yeah, that is in the
Ah,
south.
That is very interesting.
That is in Vilches.
Now that's way down next to the Atacama, right? The south. you
Yes.
say.
No, I mean in Atacama Desert you can see in the sky.
I'm sorry, no, way down next to
But
Patagonia.
the trails, yeah,
In
you can
Patagonia,
see it
see.
in Vilches, which is near Talca City in the 7th region. And then I saw it. That is like really dry area, but there are some marks, like ring marks
That can't
on the
be
ground.
accounted for, like fairy rings.
Yeah, and then you can see grass and flowers.
Did you have when you?
And it has and you can measure that in energy. Don't ask me for the
Oh,
the tools.
radiological. They
But
can-
you can see that there is energy.
What was
there.
your psychological reaction to seeing something odd like that when you were 9 years old? Did you feel hopeful? Did you feel frightened?
No,
Did it stimulate your imagination?
exactly. I thought it was really cool. And my parents told me, and they taught us that we were not alone in the universe.
Wow, that's a beautiful.
That it
story.
was not possible to be alone in the universe.
A lot of wasted space, as they said on
and
Contact.
they told us, me and my siblings, there are, special creatures that have, there are more, they have another evolution, and we are really,
Did they think of them as
behind them.
angels?
No,
They just thought of them as being very
like
advanced beings.
exactly.
Another.
We're really behind them,
Yeah.
and that I have to know, and that we have to know, like me and my siblings, of course.
Have you seen anything since?
Sorry?
Have you seen anything unusual since you were 9 years of age?
No, just that, and of course, after a few years, I saw those trails that I told you. in
Right
Vilches,
down in the
because I was
Patagonia.
living there.
Final question is, you are an agent for the PDI.
Yes.
And I asked you earlier if there would be any repercussions if you were to have a video like this.
No.
And
No,
that's
because
wonderful.
this is a personal experience.
Very good. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Esmerelda.
you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.